Yo, what is up? It's MLBTheShow.info and we're back with another roster updates predictions video. This one is a fielding update on the 21st. If you remember last video, we went 3 for 3 on our diamond locks. We also scored on these guys as well, additionally calling out these guys as fraudulent investments. And if you're ready for this video, let's jump right into it. Luis Robert Jr. is going to be a diamond lock because of the fact that he has a common defensive badge and he's already an 84 overall. He's played defense amazingly this year, so there's nothing he really has to do to get that improvement as long as he plays quite mediocre. He's at 2,700 stubs right now, and I really see this card going to an 86 or an 87 overall. So I say a good buy is anything less than 3,000 is going to be an automatic profit, and from there you can get another 750 stubs for every overall he goes past 85 overall. I really do think that his stats are worthy of getting an upgrade. He has a 98th percentile outs above average, and his defensive runs saved last year was a -4 for the whole season. This half season, he's brought it to a 7, so a plus 11 jump in defensive runs saved means he's going to get a massive boost to his fielding and his reaction. Based on StatCast, you shouldn't expect a big upgrade in arm strength and accuracy, but nonetheless, he's going to be upgraded, and he's a diamond lock. Wander Franco is an 83 overall, and he is a diamond lock. His price right now is 2,700, and I expect him to go to an 85, 86, or an 87. So a real good buy here is 3,000 or less is an amazing buy. Wander Franco has horrible fielding stats right now with a bronze fielding badge. His fielding is a 67, his reaction is a 72. But the thing is, in real life, his outs above average percentile is 100, which is the highest you can get on Baseball Savant. If we look at his defensive runs saved, last year over the whole season, he had a total of 0 defensive runs saved in the hardest position not named catcher. Now in the half season that he's played, he has a 12 defensive runs saved, which is absolutely insane. So he should get a massive boost to those fielding stats and an easy diamond lock for Wander Franco. Hassan Kim is going to be our first regular investment, and right now his buy is for 320 stubs, and I'd expect him to go to an 80 overall. A good buy price would be 300 or less stubs because then you're making a 33% return on investment if he goes to an 80 overall. His stats right now are pretty good in the defensive category, but they can still be better. His main position is second base, and at that position this year, he's only had 1 error, and his outs above average percentile is a 100. His arm strength shouldn't really get touched, but the reaction and the fielding is what makes Hassan Kim good. His outs above average this season at second base is 11. Compare that to last year's 5. There's so much room for improvement in fielding and reaction. I do think he's going to get a +2 overall boost and bring him to an 80 overall. Anthony Rizzo is an 81 overall, and I expect him to go to an 82 overall. He's at 660 stubs right now, and I think that's a good buy to have him at right now. He's had a 90th percentile outs above average, so you're going to see a big boost to that fielding and that reaction. And if you look at his defensive runs saved from last year to this year, last year he had a -3 defensive runs saved and ranked 27th in all first basemen. Now he's at 3 defensive runs saved, and he's ranked 4th among first basemen. So there should be a massive boost to those categories, and I do see him getting to an 82 overall because of this. Witt Jr. is actually a really big sleeper pick. He's at 470 stubs right now, the price between an 80 and 81, so he needs to go to an 81 overall to profit. I think anything below 450 stubs is a good buy because of the fact that he is a 97th percentile outs above average and has common defense. His fielding is 49, his reaction's 54, and his accuracy is 60. There's going to be massive boost to those categories. Based on his defensive runs saved, last year was a -18, so that's why those stats are so bad. But right now it's a -5, so that's a big jump. His defensive runs saved, and specifically a throwing category, has gone up +5 from a -4 to a +1, so its accuracy is going to go up big time there too. Witt Jr. is a great sleeper pick to buy on anything below 450 stubs. Nathaniel Lau is also a really big sleeper pick right now. At 290 stubs, I think this is a decent buy because I expect him to go to an 80 or an 81 overall. If we look at his stats right now, they're horrible. His fielding, his accuracy, and reaction are really low. He's a first baseman, so arm really doesn't get touched because those guys really never have to pump the gas to throw anywhere. They always flip it over to the pitcher or something. and his outs above average is an 86th percentile, but the real big difference is the amount of improvement he's made from last season to this season. He has the stats right now of his last year's -9 defensive runs saved, and right now he has a +5 defensive runs saved, the second among first basemen in the league. So you should really see a big improvement to fielding, accuracy, and reaction, especially reaction fielding. And it's really a toss-up if he goes to an 80 overall or an 81 overall. Teoscar Hernandez is the next player on this list, and he's an okay purchase right now at 350 stubs, but I'd like to see you guys buy this card at around 320, 330 if he dies down in hype in the next few days. His outs above average percentile is a 62, nothing amazing, but if you look at his defensive runs saved, last year he had a -3 and he's brought that up to a 3 this year, so a 6 change in that. So there should be a little bit of a bonus to that reaction and that fielding, which should give him enough of a bonus to get that silver defensive badge and an 80 overall in my opinion. Alex Verdugo right now is going for 750 stubs, which is in between the price of an 81 and 82 overall. I do expect his price to drop back down. I made a TikTok on him that got over 100,000 views, so a bunch of people are on the radar, but once 5 days go by, people tend to forget about the players I make. His expected overall should be 82 or 83 overall, and a good buy price would just be 600 or less, which should come in the next few days. Alex Verdugo has a 72 percentile outs above average, an 87 outfielder jump, and a 95 percentile arm strength, so he should get fielding stats improved across the board, and he's a bronze defensive fielding. If you need any more evidence that he's a good player to buy, in 2022, he had a 29th ranked defensive runs saved at -5. Now he's ranked number 2 with 12. Namely, Aaron Judge is injured, so it would be 3 if he was not injured, but nonetheless, Alex Verdugo is an amazing buy right now that will make you profit once his price dies down. So we have 2 risky picks for this video, and I think Christian Walker is a candidate for a great risky pick. He's at an 84 overall, and if he would go up, it would go to an 85 overall and nothing more than that. He's at 1,500 stubs, which is quick sell price, which is the only reason why I have him in this video. So a good buy price is quick sell value and nothing really more than that, because I don't think that he's going to go up. But the only reason why I brought him up in this video is because I only see 2 diamonds happening in the next update, and I feel like the community would give MLB The Show a lot of backlash if they're not giving out more diamonds. And Christian Walker, I believe, is the best candidate for the 3rd diamond in this roster update if they want to add a 3rd diamond. He has a 97th outs above average percentile, but he already has amazing fielding stats. He's probably not going to get an improvement to his arm, and the only way that he really goes up is by MLB The Show throwing him a bone, saying here's a little bit more fielding stats and we're going to make you an 85 overall. The argument is not his fielding stats. He's a great fielder. He's shown consistency. The argument is MLB The Show has a lackluster update, and they might want to give a 3rd diamond. Our last pick of the video and the last risky pick of the video is going to be Estrada. Right now he's at 110 stubs, and to profit really he needs to go to an 80 overall. He could go to a 79 overall and go to 150 stubs, but I think the real juice is when players go from silver to gold. So a good price to buy him at might be 100 stubs, 110 stubs if you're really feeling it. Estrada has a 99th percentile outs above average with 11th percentile arm strength. So he's not going to get a boost to his arm strength, but he's going to get a massive boost to fielding and reaction and potentially accuracy. The only reason why I say this is a risky pick is because 76s and 75 overalls generally don't make it to gold. We didn't see a single 76 to gold in the last update, and the biggest jump we saw from 77 was a +5 to Blake Snell. So the game doesn't usually do +4s or +5s to 76, 75s. So if you're really feeling Estrada and you want to go with a risky pick, I'd go with him. So that's going to bring us to the end of our video, and for this video I want to reach 100 comments of players you're investing in. Give me all the details. I will respond to every single comment and give you advice on if you should invest in that player or not. And if you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.